Hello, this is Charles Folkart, April 24th, 2017. Welcome everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting this channel. Let's get right to it. I'm at RT and I noticed their little phrase here, question more, and that's exactly what we're going to do. This video is on more evidence that North Korea cannot be producing their weapons and their equipment that we are shown in the photos, in the images of North Korea being a threat to the Western world and to South Korea. Here we have a picture that we're led to believe is from or in North Korea. Maybe this is supposed to be a silo, and this is a truck that moves the missiles around. Okay, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The first question I want to ask you, who made this truck? Who made this truck? You know, North Korea, unlike South Korea, does not have an export-import trade. Their biggest export is what they call coal briquettes. Basically, they export coal. The next thing they export is clothing. Where did they get the technology to build a truck? And then also, but first, before I get ahead of myself, let's go have a look at that, shall we? These trucks. Okay, look at the front of this truck. It's made by Mercedes-Benz. Look at the front of this truck. Look at the front of this truck. It's the cab over. You see that a lot in Asia. You don't see it so much here in the United States. I typed in a search, trucks made in China, long haul trucks, etc., and I end up with this image. But this truck is made by Scania, which is a Swedish truck manufacturing company. Again, look at the front. And we come back here again, look at the front. They've got this bar in the middle here. It's a military truck, and this might be an older version. It's probably got very few miles on it. It's just put out for show, like this one on parade. So my question is, folks, again, where did they get this truck? Where did North Korea get the materials to build this truck? Let's move on to the second part. Let's move on to the long cylinder made of steel that's being hauled around on this truck. As you can see, we're at Google. I did a search, Steel Foundries North Korea, and as you can see, other than this one link on the front page, there's virtually nothing about North Korea having a iron or steel plant. Unlike South Korea, I was fortunate enough to go and tour the steel plant about halfway between Seoul and Busan. We spent a whole day up there, went to the motel, the whole thing. Yes, South Korea, I saw it, but South Korea is a big shipbuilder. I think they're number 2 in the world now. China's number 1. South Korea is the second largest shipbuilder in the world, at least in the top 3. They have steel plants. If you haven't been to a steel manufacturing plant, I recommend you take the tour. We probably don't have a lot of them anymore here in the United States. We're shipping our coal over to China. Anyway, that's another story. South Korea cannot make steel, folks. Let's go back to the photo. Okay, this is the military equipment. They're telling this is, I think, a missile, a mobile missile. I can't be sure, but it doesn't really matter for what we're talking about here. This whole cylinder here is made of steel. I have a 3/8 inch thick 4x8 piece of steel in my shop. It weighed 350 pounds, 3/8 thick. Okay, this truck is heavy. I don't know what the weight of those are, but North Korea doesn't have the manufacturing capabilities to produce cold rolled steel or hot rolled steel, either one. So this whole setup, the truck, which is, I think, a lowboy, it'll haul a trailer, and that's what this is. This whole unit was made outside of North Korea. Somebody supplied North Korea with this equipment, and my question is, who was it? And it could be anybody. I don't know who it was. I'm not saying I know. But those are the kind of questions we need to be asking ourselves. And as RT here says, we need to question more. I question everything now, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for watching. May the grace of God, our Father, the creator of the level playing earth covered by a firmament, who sent his Son to die for you and I, despite what Bill Nye, the science guy, Mr. Speedwalker, says, you're not a speck, you're not a nothing, you're very important to the Creator. So much so, he sent his unique Son to take care of our biggest problem, which is sin. May his grace be upon us all, for we most certainly need it. See.